Hello, everybody from Canberra. Today is Saturday, 16th of May 2021. Tommy, please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Tommy the Kid. I'm a hip hop artist from Canberra, and I'm here to talk to you today. So,
Thanks for coming, Tommy. You from Canberra? Were you born in Canberra or moved here at some point?
I was born in Canberra, and then I moved to Brisbane when I was 2 years old or so. So I don't really remember being here as a kid, but I came back for family reasons a lot, and then my parents just decided to move back when I was like 12 or 13. So, yeah.
And Tommy, tell me, how did your interest in music generally begin? Was it when you were a very young kid, or was it sort of later when you were like already a teenager? What inspired you? Was it a particular person or event, something?
I would say a lot of things led up to me making music. One of the main things would probably have been just trying to produce and trying to make beats in the first place. But my main inspirations would have been from like when I was younger, when would listen to like tapes with my mum in the car, and we would listen to like the hottest 100 summer hits or whatever. I can't remember. I think it's called So Fresh. Yeah. So they're called So Fresh CDs. They're like classic Australian hits and stuff, and they'd also do like R&B ones and stuff. And I remember first time I heard an Eminem song, and then that was the first rap I was ever exposed to. I think it was Cleaning Out My Closet. I was probably 10 years old, and yeah, then I got the Eminem discography on my iPod, and the rest is history, I guess. Like I just started writing, and yeah, it just happened, I guess. Yeah.
So, do you remember what song it was at 10 years old, that Eminem song?
Yeah, it was Cleaning Out My Closet.
That's
Yeah,
the song.
that's the song. And then I listened to that album first. I forget which album that is. But then I got my dad to give me the whole discography for Eminem, and I was just intensely, listening to Eminem for a long time, and then finally like Spotify and Apple Music and all that kind of thing, YouTube and stuff, I got a hold of all that, and I found other artists like Kendrick, and I was listening to like that kind of like more old school sound, not as old as like Biggie or Tupac, but like a little bit after that, and then I kind of found like punk hip hop and like rock rap and that kind of stuff, and then I really started to get interested because my dad was into like rock music and stuff. So yeah, that's like why I think I make kind of weird genre bending music sometimes.
And so, how would you describe that particular subgenre of hip hop that you are trying to make or making?
Well, I don't like to stay in one genre for too long, and like I would say it's both a conscious and unconscious decision because it makes me uncomfortable to do it, and so like that's why I switch it. So I focus on like a couple different genres. One would be like screamo trap metal. One would be like indie hip hop, I guess, like alternative hip hop. Like I'm really inspired by like Chance the Rapper, and I'm not sure if you heard of Saba, or like Smino. They're really great artists. Isaiah Rashad. Got lots of inspirations for like the screamo stuff, obviously. Like I'm not sure if you heard of Zilla Kami, NASCAR Aloe, XXX Tentacion.
No, I haven't. No.
Well, it's a lot of like I guess new wave. Like came very quickly after like Chief Keef and stuff in 2015, and came out of Florida, and I just draw a lot of inspiration from that kind of music, as well as Chicago rap, I guess, Florida and Chicago artists are like my main listening, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. And back at the beginning, you said you sort of pretty much started in writing in terms of do you mean writing lyrics or writing music? And well, you also mentioned you initially wanted to make beats as well. So did it sort of happen together, or what came first, writing lyrics or writing music?
Well, I always liked writing before I even really got into thinking about writing music or anything. I liked to write stories as a kid, like just fictional ones, and I enjoyed it, but it was very time consuming, like to write a whole novel. Like I commend authors who can write gigantic novels and make it interesting because I mean, at least as a kid, I wasn't very good at it. It was difficult to do, and I can imagine it would be similar to music, and I'd have to really love it to pursue it. So, um, I started making beats eventually when I was like 15 or so, on GarageBand, and pretty terrible beats, but I got FL Studio eventually, and then I made a beat, and I thought it was great, and I just got addicted to the feeling of it, and my parents bought me a microphone, like just a USB one, um, and I just started writing, on my own beats, and then I really enjoy using other people's beats as well because I feel like it gives you a bit of mystery, so that way when you go into the writing, it's like something you're not expecting straight away, and so I do enjoy that as well. Yeah.
And so for your own music, for your own songs, you still write your own beats as well as rap to other people's beats, right?
Yeah, I do a bit of both. Like sometimes I'll make a beat and I like I don't want to be selfish because I like the beat a lot, but I want to like do things with music and like help people, and like because I didn't really have anyone around me when I was starting out, and I would say that I still don't. Like the people around me now are people who I'm more collaborating with on like an equal playing field rather than people teaching me or anything. So like I've really like committed to trying to teach like smaller artists and even myself, like to try and help them, and like a lot of them have like gone and done their own thing, which is great. And but like I just want to kind of make something, and I actually started a label called Mind Melt Media. It's like an independent label, and I want to do interviews like this, and I want to do music videos and promotional content, and lots of different stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
That's cool. Mind Melt Media.
Yeah,
Mind,
yeah. Media.
Mind Melt Media. So you heard it. Is there like a page?
It's mindmeltmedia.au on Instagram. So yeah.
Okay, guys, check it out. And in terms of making beats now, are you still using FL Studio or using any other software?
Yeah. I still use FL Studio to record and make beats and for everything. I would like to kind of branch out and see if I can get some better quality recordings from something like Pro Tools or even Ableton, and maybe make some beats in Ableton. Get used to that because I know it's more mainstream to use Ableton for hip hop, and especially if I want to kind of do a bit of techno stuff in the future or something, like who knows. So I would like to at least dabble in some other programs, and I've done a little bit with Ableton, but it's very difficult switching. I'm not sure if you've ever done that, but yeah, it was a task, that's for sure. Yeah. So
I've done. I just I know what the interface looks like. That's pretty much it. About your the record label. When did you start it? When was it registered and set up and everything?
well, so I made it probably 9 or so months ago, and I was posting pretty frequently, but then I got pretty lazy. Gonna be honest, and I was just getting in and out of work because you got to pay bills. So I was looking for work, but now I've got a job and it's a bit more stable. So I'm like looking forward to focusing more on it, and that's where I'm working on music and getting videos done so we can get some content, ready and get it backlogged so we can post. And then while we're posting, make new content. Hopefully it'll work. So yeah, that's the plan now.
Sounds good. Has there been anything released, any music on it yet?
Yes, actually, we released a track called Poison. There's a rapper from Brisbane. His name is Tear Shit Up. He's 2 years younger than me, I believe. And we got in touch when I was his age, I believe. So like we've been in touch for a while now, and I actually travelled up to Brisbane twice just to meet him, and we collaborated on a song, and it's going to be released soon. And that's going to be with YNG Marta. I'm not sure if you've heard of him, but he's a pretty big artist out of Canberra, hip hop artist. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Hopefully, get a video done. Yeah.
Well, that sounds exciting. Looks like a lot is going on. So you said the label was sort of set up about 9 months ago. So was it the COVID and uncertainty that inspired you to sort of do this, or what particularly influenced you to set up a label?
Well, I feel like one thing that I want out of my life is to do a job that I'm happy with, and I just want to do something to do with music, and like I'm not too worried about what it is. I'm not too worried how it comes about, but I figure if I experiment and I try videos and I try interviews and I try to make promotional content and I try to make my own music and try to produce and try to help people record and do all that kind of stuff, eventually I'm going to find something that I'm really good at, or I'll get good at all of it, and that'll be amazing. So that's why I just had that kind of internal dialogue, about what I want out of my own life and what I want to actually do with myself, because when I was younger, I told my parents I was gonna, be a doctor or a lawyer and all that kind of stuff. But when I got older, I realized like that's not what I want to do, and there's only certain people that want to do that kind of thing. Just like there's only certain people that want to do music or do interviews, So I just want to find ultimately what my thing is, and I love music, so that's where I'm starting. Yeah.
Well, that's very cool, man. What about in terms of your own music? How much stuff have you released so far, and when was your first official sort of release?
Um, so when I was first releasing music that I was recording over, I had a different name. It was Apollo Boy. You can still find it on SoundCloud. But there's no vocal recordings, just beats. Now, most of my music is still on SoundCloud under Tommy the Dot Kid. That's just because it was easier so it's easier to find. But my name is like Tommy the Kid, and I release most of my music on SoundCloud just because it's easier, and I don't take myself too seriously in terms of trying to get famous or anything. I'm more interested in just having fun for now and trying to like perfect the craft of not only writing and making beats but recording and just enjoying it while I do it, because I'm young, so I got years to enjoy doing it as a hobby rather than trying to focus on money and trying to focus on all these things, which is another part of the reason why I want to help artists, because like I feel like that's going to get me more value anyway. So yeah.
That's cool. And have you been performing on the stage?
So I've performed at 2 open mics, because they have open mics at Street Uni. And I performed once at the Basement in Belconnen. I only did 2 songs because I was really anxious. I didn't know what people would think of my actual music, because the open mics were freestyles, so I wasn't too worried. I just kind of did it, So when I was performing my actual music, it was much more nerve-wracking, because everything that's there is purposeful. You know, everything that's there I wrote, and then I that's my end product. So when they hear it, it's like, you know, it's like if they were to listen to it on Spotify in their car. So I'm trying to make a good impression, and I performed two songs. One is Amped Up. That's my only song on Spotify. Amped Up. Tommy the Kid, look it up for sure. And there's Or Shit as well, which is on SoundCloud. That's Or Shit as in AWSHIT. So look that one up for sure as well. Those are some of my favorite tracks I've ever made. And yeah, Lights as well. I haven't performed that, but there's at the performance that's coming up, not at Street Uni, but after that, because I'm gonna put another one up soon as well. I'm probably going to be performing that. I'm writing a whole new set for Street Uni because they said no swearing, no cursing, and I couldn't find a song that I've made without any swearing, so I'm writing a whole new set.
Oh, that's exciting. That's certainly an effort. Well, tell me more about your involvement with the Street Uni, and how did that sort of collaboration begin, and what are you doing there exactly, and what's coming up in the near future?
Well, there's a rapper named Capo in Canberra, and he does a lot of work with Street Uni, and I've met him a couple times. He's a really good dude, and I just reached out to him and said, hey, would you be able to speak to the people at Street Uni and see if you can get a performance going? And yeah, I just got lucky enough for them to say yes. You know, like I have asked people before, and I guess it's kind of just something that you have to ask over and over again for. And hopefully now that I've got a bit of money as well, and I'm feeling happy with the job I'm doing, you know, I'll be able to fund some more performances and get things going. So yeah.
So what is it that's happening at the Street Uni? What kind of what do they have you for?
So they're just getting me there to perform a set, and I'm bringing my friend Young 30. He used to go under the name J-Mez, but he's changing his image a bit, and he's kind of going into a new genre. So he'll be doing his first performance under that stage name, and yeah, we're just I guess under the whole Mind Melt Media plan. I really want to kind of get some artists that I'm personally working with. Like, I want to get them performances, and I want to start helping them record more and encouraging them, because the thing about musicians that some people outside of the music community might not understand is, like, you got to have a little bit of motivation to like make that music, regardless of how much you like making music. So you got to be able to find the time, and then you got to be able to actually execute on the time, and then who knows if you're going to make a good song or not. So like, motivating musicians around me has really helped, like, inspire me to go reach out to places like Street Uni and try and get things happening for them and for myself, you know, so that because Canberra, really, for hip hop especially, there's a lot of artists, but there's not a lot of talk about those artists. So something needs to happen. Yeah.
Oh, this is very yeah, inspiring, I guess. Good on you for trying to make something happen. It's actually I'm sort of in that sort of mind space as well. You know, trying to do something different, and in the process, you know, meet cool people and, you know, learn from them as well. So when is this set gonna be happening? What day? What time? How can people come? Is it sort of free entry or?
So it'll be May 26th at Street Uni, which is in Civic. Free entry as far as I'm aware. And I'm pretty sure they also give free soup. So if you're hungry, you know, at least pop in.
May 26th, is it? That's not a weekend, is it? And is it going to be an evening or during the day?
Yeah, so it's a Wednesday. It's going to be an early evening kind of start. I'm not sure on the start so far, but they've got an Instagram page and a Facebook page, and they put all their events on Facebook, as far as I'm aware. And I'll be posting about it on my Instagram, which is Tommy the Pluto Kid. So you can keep posted on that as well for it. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll definitely try to come. In would be interesting to hear your new material that you're currently writing, and I assume that it would be wrapped to new beats as well. Right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I want to go with the screamo genre because when I did it last time at the basement, it had a lot of energy and people were really getting into it. So I want to do that, but obviously with that genre in the past, I've done a lot of cursing and swearing on it. So I'm going to do it all clean, and hopefully it'll still sound as good. I'm sure it will, and I'm just going to keep the same energy, and uh, I'll probably have a bit of a switch up. I'm releasing a song with Young 30 called "Hate Me," and it's kind of got a little bit of an alt rock. Hip hop vibe, like Lil Peep. I'm not sure if you heard him, but very similar kind of sound to that. So yeah, it'll be a bit of a switch up at the end, and he'll come in with his new style as well. So yeah.
Cool. Tommy, tell me, where do you see yourself? Where would you like to see yourself in about sort of, let's say, 5 years' time with your current plans in music? Um,
Well, my I'm aiming towards the highest goal, which is to for myself to be a successful enough artist where my music can generate enough income for me to kind of put food on the table. That's really what my highest goal is. And all the fame and that kind of stuff, I'm not interested in that. So the second highest goal is to just help someone get to that position as a kind of a background person, and if I can do that with a couple people, hopefully that'll be enough money to put some food on the table, and I'll be satisfied. That's I'm not trying to be Travis Scott. I just enjoy music, so I want to see where it takes me. Yeah.
um, that's very, very nice.
Yeah.
And well, all I want to say now, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I'm very inspired by your ideas, by your plans too. It seems like you're very serious about your music, which is very pleasure. Really having this conversation with you. I wish you and your label all the best. Uh, Nice to meet you
Yes.
properly in person.
Yes.
Any last words?
Well, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to come and speak to you and get this content out there. And I hope you come to the performance. I hope you check out mymeltmedia.au on Instagram and Tommy the Pluto Kid on Instagram. Yeah, big things coming soon, so better stay tuned.
Yes, guys, exciting stuff. Stay tuned. And if you haven't seen other interviews on my channel, check them out. There are some exciting artists there. So, yes, stay tuned and peace.